Have you ever wondered what truly satisfies your partner in bed? Or why certain women feel more comfortable with a particular kind of intimacy, while other women don't? In today's video, we'll dive into some intriguing and lesser-known realities about female sexuality that might dramatically revolutionize your intimate experience. Understanding these realities can improve your connection and intimacy in a way that's usually overlooked. We will reveal strategies to help you overcome issues like premature ejaculation and boost your relationship life to the next level. Before we begin, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Now let's get started. Have you ever wondered why certain women suffer discomfort during intimate moments? It's more prevalent than you might believe, particularly for women with bigger breasts. Some positions can physically strain or result in pain, which might interrupt the overall pleasure. Men, too, might find themselves finishing faster than expected, which can interrupt the flow of intimacy for women. Remember, every woman's body responds uniquely to sexual pleasure, and it's essential to observe and adjust to what feels most satisfying. To both of you, here's something that might surprise you. Did you realize that kissing a woman's belly can be highly stimulating? It might not be the first place you think of when it involves intimacy, but for most women, a gentle kiss on the stomach may feel more romantic than kisses on the neck. The secret lies in those simple, unexpected moments of intimacy, which don't necessarily follow the conventional playbook of what intimacy should look like. Talking about unconventional times, let's talk about intimacy during a woman's monthly period. When some men may feel hesitant, during periods most women truly enjoy intercourse. When on their period, high blood flow can enhance sensitivity, which makes the moment memorable. It's crucial to communicate freely with your partner about your comfort level at this period, as every individual's body is unique. In summary, the secret to pleasurable intimacy depends on understanding and communicating with your partner. Each woman's body has its own unique reactions, and what feels amazing for one may not be for another. Exploring these small yet significant moments and being willing to adjust the moment based on mutual comfort might contribute to a more fulfilling relationship. Here is another intriguing insight. Around 40% of women feel that foreplay should start with nipple stimulation. The nipples are considered to be the most sensitive parts of a woman's body, and softly stimulating them can set the mood for a more satisfying experience. It's crucial to keep in mind that foreplay isn't just a checklist. It's about bonding with your partner and exploring what feels wonderful for both of you. Now let's talk about hydration. This might seem like an ordinary tip, but being well hydrated before intimacy may have an enormous impact on your chances of achieving orgasm. When your body is hydrated, everything works more effectively, from your energy level to your body's responses. It is essential that both partners feel comfortable and are ready before engaging in intimate moments. For a pleasurable experience, here's a fun tip that might transform how you perceive intimacy. Try using a blindfold. It might sound unconventional, but masking your partner's eyes can enhance their sensory experience. Eliminating the sense of sight can boost touch, hearing, and even scent, which can amplify pleasure. It's a captivating and simple approach to add a bit of adventure and mystery to your moment together. And let us be realistic. There's nothing wrong with trying something fresh from time to time. The crucial thing to keep in mind is that nobody was born knowing anything about pleasure. Achieving perfection in the bedroom typically comes with experience and an interest in communicating honestly with your partner. The most important thing is being open to gaining knowledge together, sharing feedback without judgment, and constantly striving to make the whole process more enjoyable for both individuals involved. Now, let's talk about love. When a man is genuinely in love, he might not always talk about it directly, but you can usually tell by his actions. He takes pleasure in his partner, talks about her with his close friends, and shows his affection through little discreet gestures. These petite actions set up the cornerstone of intimacy. When a woman feels attracted to a man, she typically speaks in a softer, more delicate tone. This is an obvious indication of her affection. Proceeding on, let's explore something that many of us feel after sex: the post-orgasm glow. It's usual for people to feel completely relaxed and nearly ready to fall asleep after climax. What you may not understand is that during orgasm, your heartbeat can spike as high as 180 beats per minute, when compared to about 60 beats per minute while you're at rest. This adrenaline spike is one of the reasons people feel so satisfied afterward, making the body naturally relax. Here's another intriguing fact. Approximately 8% of women can experience orgasm without any kind of external stimulation. For other women, it's all about mental stimulation or maintaining the appropriate setting. This acts as an indication that each individual's body reacts differently. And sometimes, the secret to orgasm is more about mindset and connection than any physical stimulation. Additionally, let's explore something that is sometimes ignored, yet can be a game changer: the function of toys in the bedroom. Incorporating a toy or even simply using your fingers could dramatically improve the experience. It is an ideal way to explore new sensations and take things to an entirely new level. When it comes to clitoral stimulation, for most women, direct clitoral stimulation is essential for reaching orgasm. Using devices like vibrators can make a major impact. Around 80% of women report that vibrators assist them to attain orgasm more frequently. This simple addition can boost romantic moments, whether you're alone or with a partner. However, it's important to remember that every person has their own preferences and desires. Additionally, the missionary position remains a choice for about 80% of women. Why? It's comfortable, prevalent, and usually provides an average angle for pleasure. On the other hand, standing sex may sometimes prolong the length of intercourse and possibly increase the rate of a woman's orgasm. Eventually, finding what works best for you and your partner is about exploration and conversation. Here's an interesting thought. Natural lubrication like saliva can improve sensations. However, it's crucial to apply them with care. Applying excessively directly to delicate parts can cause discomfort. But when used appropriately, they can create a smoother and more enjoyable moment for both partners. The trick is to find that balance, that sweet spot where everything feels perfect. Let us take a moment to look into an essential safety concern. In the United States, there have been over 600 reported incidents of choking during sexual activity, which acts as a warning to always approach intimacy with caution. Transparent communication concerning boundaries and comfort levels is important. It's possible to get caught up in the moment, but prioritizing safety and mutual respect guarantees that both partners feel comfortable and appreciated during intimate moments. Now about the doggy-style position. While many people are familiar with it, here's a surprising twist. It can really help men last longer during intimacy. Some positions can create additional pressure on a man's body, which makes it difficult to control stimulation. By exploring multiple options, couples can discover what works best for them, ensuring both partners enjoy the moment. Additionally, what many may not understand is that prolonged clitoral stimulation can sometimes cause discomfort. The clitoris, like any delicate part of the body, requires time to recover after vigorous stimulation. Just as men may require a little break after orgasm, women may also need some time for their clitoris to recover. The secret here is to pay attention to your partner's signals and give them the time they need to truly enjoy the moment. Let's talk about a common topic: sexual fantasies, particularly oral sex. Both men and women commonly fantasize about it, but the probability of both partners achieving orgasm concurrently is relatively low. That implies that you shouldn't enjoy the moment. though oral intercourse is more about enjoying the moment, instead of concentrating solely on the final result. The connection, it strengthens trust, intimacy, and understanding can be equally valuable as the orgasm itself. Here's something that might surprise you. Erotic feelings move from the skin to the brain at a maximum speed of approximately 230 kilometers per hour, much faster than a speeding vehicle. This explains why touching one another during intimacy can be so powerful. It not only stimulates the body, but also produces emotional reactions. This is why intimacy sometimes feels like an intense mental and physical sensation at the exact same time. Additionally, research on women's sexual preferences suggests that women over 30 tend to report increased interest in anal intercourse. As women mature, they frequently become naturally open to experimenting with other kinds of pleasure. For many, this exploration is about expanding their connection with their partner and discovering new levels of sexual pleasure. However, it's crucial to understand that not all women feel the same. So conversation is important. Now let's dive into the psychological aspect of pleasure. Most women experience psychological satisfaction after physical satisfaction, but men usually experience the opposite. This underscores the value of emotional connection in the bedroom. Whenever a woman feels emotionally safe, she's typically able to experience physical pleasure on a more profound level. Emotional pleasure fosters physical fulfillment, and understanding these variations can help partners become more sensitive to each other's preferences, resulting in a more satisfying and harmonious sexual experience. Moving on to something interesting. Most men experience increased arousal in the morning. Morning arousal is a prevalent experience and is connected to natural hormonal changes, with testosterone levels normally being higher in the morning, which can contribute to deeper sexual desire. These small yet intriguing aspects can impact timing and energy levels in the bedroom. On the topic of kissing, did you know that men are usually the ones who start kissing before sex, whereas women are more likely to kiss afterward? This sensitive pattern reveals how unspoken dynamics play out in relationships. For men, kissing before intercourse can be a means to express passion and desire, while kissing afterward might indicate a more profound emotional connection for women, indicating sensitivity and pleasure. Understanding these nuances may help strengthen intimacy and make every experience more meaningful. Let's explore something that's been part of human history. For almost 30,000 years, sex toys, the oldest known examples of sex toys, were invented in caves in Germany, revealing how long people have been exploring techniques that boost pleasure far from being a new phenomenon. Sex toys have long been devices for personal pleasure and self-exploration. It's intriguing to think about how our ancestors used these objects decades before we had the technology we have today. Eventually, when it comes to what women look for in a partner, research indicates that most women value attributes like self-assurance, intelligence, and confidence. These are attributes that usually make a partner even more attractive. And appealing attraction is not only about looks, it's also about confidence. Most women prefer partners who make them feel secure and trusted. These attributes can create a profound emotional and physical connection, which can be important for understanding how to effectively connect with others. When it comes to oral sex, it's fascinating to note that most women dislike having their heads or hair pulled during the moment. While this is something that happens in movies or fantasies, what matters for many women is comfort and control. The impression of being restrained can hinder satisfaction and intimacy. This emphasizes why communication is important. What's effective for one individual may not work for another. Paying close attention to your partner's preferences and boundaries may considerably improve the whole experience. Talking about sexual safety. You've definitely heard the phrase "better safe than sorry." And this couldn't be more important when it comes to intimacy. Did you realize There have been more than 600 choking incidents during intercourse in the United States alone. While it may sound terrifying, it highlights the importance of caution and understanding of potential risks. Always concentrate on safety in any sexual activity, and make sure both you and your partner are comfortable and that boundaries are kept intact. Let us address another prevalent but sometimes misunderstood sexual preference: anal intercourse. Most women over 30 indicate a deeper interest in it, but it's crucial to understand that this interest varies from individual to individual. For others, it's an opportunity to explore fresh sensations, while others may not be willing to try it. The most important thing here is mutual respect and transparent communication. If you're thinking about exploring this or any other type of intimacy, make sure to discuss it with your partner first to create mutual understanding and consent. Now let's focus on the psychological facet of desire. For many women, psychological pleasure typically follows physical pleasure. This is in contrast to men, who usually experience emotional fulfillment after physical pleasure. Understanding how each person's mind and body respond to intimacy can contribute to a more satisfying experience for both partners. Here's something intriguing. Women who regularly use sex toys tend to be more fulfilled with their sexual lives. Researchers found that women who use toys have higher sexual desire, experience orgasms more often, and usually experience fewer sexual issues. Using toys not only provides diversity to the bedroom, but may also help women have a greater connection with their bodies and better express their desires with their partners. If you haven't explored toys before, it may be worth considering as a couple. Eventually, sex, when enjoyed with respect, affection, and understanding, may be one of life's most fulfilling experiences. Furthermore, one significant technique for connection is kissing. It's not only about passion. Research indicates that when partners kiss, their bodies produce oxytocin, also known as the love hormone, which enhances emotional bond. Kissing can set the mood for a deeper attachment, and how you kiss, whether lightly or with intensity, can result in an intimate moment that's more than just physical. Now let us explore something that might surprise you. Some women instinctively wrap their legs around their partners during intercourse. This simple action suggests a deeper emotional attachment. It's not only about physical pleasure. It's a means of conveying emotional connection and vulnerability. Pay attention to these simple actions, since they reflect how your partner is striving to strengthen your bond when it comes to orgasm. It's essential to understand that just a small percentage of women reach orgasm from vaginal intercourse alone. Most women need extra stimulation, especially clitoral stimulation, to achieve orgasm. This emphasizes the necessity of understanding each other's bodies, as well as communicating freely about what feels wonderful. Don't be hesitant to talk about what works best for you, since it ultimately leads to a more enjoyable experience for both of you. Here's a further detail that may surprise you. The spooning position is one of the greatest for ladies. To achieve orgasm, it promotes a close, intimate connection while yet providing adequate pleasure. This position enables emotional connection and physical satisfaction, allowing a calm and comfortable way of maintaining both physical and emotional intimacy.